Everybody out there, you are just welcome to visit us, to see the garage, to talk to us, to our stuff, stay with us in our hotel, take out the car for a lap, just attend the race, and we are attending the race too. So everybody's just welcome to drop in and say hi.
I am a Nürburgring fanboy, 100%, yeah. Yeah.
So here you are again, this time it's interview time.
Okay, so my name is Billy Burke, I'm from England, but I've lived here in Germany for 3 years.
And where do you live in Germany?
So I live in Kelberg, so literally 7 kilometres from the Nürburgring. So from the UK I come from about 15 miles, 25 kilometres from Dover, so the south coast, south coast. Yeah,
okay, so. And why did you move to Germany or to the Nürburgring area?
So I first come to the Nürburgring in 2010 after the Top Gear program, a couple of years after. But yeah, I had some German friends here, and I started coming in 2010. I come 2-3 times a year, every year, and I just loved it. I fell in love with the place. I loved riding it on my motorbike. I loved driving it in my car. And one of my German friends said, "Oh, you should move here." And I looked at the prices of housing, I thought, yeah, I could do that. And then I moved 3 years ago.
So Hammond and the other guys from Top Gear are the reason that you moved,
part of the reason.
that you left the UK?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Oh, okay. And now I see your cap is from a racing. It's a racing.
It's a Jaguar race taxi from Dow Lomas.
Okay, and you got a Nürburgring Ring Garage shirt too. So are you working for them?
No, so I'm friends with Alexander, who owns the Ring Garage. He's a friend of mine, and I live in the same village, Kelberg, as Ring Garage, and you know he's a good friend of mine, and he gave me some T-shirts to wear. So. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Please tell me who you are and why we are here.
I'm Alex. My name is Alex. I'm CEO of the company, the Ring Garage, and yes, I'm doing this already 5 years, and yeah, basically all.
Okay, when I watch this Ring Garage, I see plenty of cars. Yeah, what company is it? So what is it about? Race cars or rental? Or?
Yeah, Ring Garage is offering rental cars. We do race cars, so support race cars from other companies too, but we have own 4 race cars attending at VLN and RCN. And well, we rent all cars for track days, for Touristenfahrten, and we have a hospitality, a small hotel just behind this garage, which is yeah, very popular at our customers. So they just can stay here, rent out their room, and then rent out the car the next day, and even chill in the evening for a barbecue or whatever, just talking about the day.
What kind of cars do we have for rental? I see this yellow Porsche. Is it a rental too, or is it just for racing or taxi drives too? Or?
This car is a rental car, but it is not road legal. That's why it's not allowed to be rented out on Touristenfahrten, but it's available for track days. And it's of course a race car, proper race car, which is used for VLN and RCN races.
Okay. Do you drive at the Nürburgring and race?
Myself, no.
That's a race.
For it. Just
oh, okay.
time and more talent.
And even not a tourist drive to Touristenfahrten, or?
No, I just stopped this because no time for it.
Okay. So you got a lot of cars. What is your favorite car? Which car is the most popular for the customers?
Well, we have different cars. The Touristenfahrt cars are mostly just the beginner stage. Very popular for this are the Scirocco. We have 5 of them. 211 horsepower and pedal shift gearbox, which makes you very comfortable for the first time driving on the track if you do not know the track, and the car is more than fast enough for the first time. Doesn't tell anything about skills of the drivers. It's just the first time. If you're on the track, you're just not common with the track, so that's more than enough. You will not hit the edge of the border of the car. The car is capable enough for the first time, and it's a huge fun to drive this car. It's easy, fast, and safe.
So I saw this Blame James, and I saw it on some other cars, and some other people from the interviews had a sticker too. So
Yeah.
what is it about?
Well, funny you should say that. One of the guys that you interviewed, Mitch Ainsley, is a friend of mine. He actually made the stickers, the hashtag Blame James. But the actual story behind it was, so there was a young Englishman, I don't know, mid-20s.
Yeah,
and
John Doe.
Yeah, John Doe. And he came round here and through Adnau Forst, and he come up to Metzgerfeld. He went round Metzgerfeld and he lost control of his car and hit the barrier and crashed. And he said he blamed his passenger, his byfarer, because he said his friend was too fat. His friend was maybe 20 kilograms. And he said, I have driven this corner so many times and I've not crashed, but you are in my car. You are partially to blame for me crashing because you are 20 kilograms. Sorry, not
120.
Yeah, 120 kilograms.
Mitchell Ainsley gave you the sticker?
Yes, so Mitchell Ainsley, he, the guy with the M3 that was on your interviews, he made the stickers. It all came about on a discussion group called Nürburgring Now Discussion Group, and where he blamed his friend, and his friend copy and pasted the messages. And
is he angry or?
I think his friend. I think the guy realised that it wasn't his friend's fault. The reason he crashed. It was just inexperience and bad driving.
How is it in the winter? Is it in the winter? It's closed, so it's less busy, I guess.
Yeah, winter it's very quiet here. It's pretty cold here outside, but the winter is always over faster than we think about this. It's just only 5 months, or even only 4 months when the track is closed. So from the middle of November to the middle of March, the track is usually closed, and it's usually snowy here. And well, we use this time to prepare cars for the new season. It's for us, it's busy in a garage, not on outside the garage.
Okay. What bike do you drive?
So at the moment I have a Honda African Twin, which is not really a Nordschleife motorbike, but last year I had a Aprilia Tuono V4 and other bikes. Yeah, at the moment it's Honda African Twin, but I've still made 200 laps this year around the Nürburgring on it. Yeah, it's still fun.
Okay, and have you been at Anlassen too?
I was at Anlassen, yeah, I got my 5th one, I think, Anlassen.
Okay,
yeah.
And some people said that some guys were driving very fast. Do you say the same, or was it just driving slowly?
With Anlassen, when you do the lap, you always, there's people going, it's quite, actually last year I saw a big crash, actually last year. It was actually just at the foxhole. And what it was is, you have a lot of people on the right-hand side of the track and they're going really slow, and you have 4 or 5 abreast, riding, and you get the people wanting to overtake. They want to go fast, fast, fast. And then, of course, you've got the slower people. And then what happens is when you get the straight, people are going, the speed comes up a little bit, and then when you get to a corner, it all slows down. They all bunch, especially here. And what happened here last year when I saw the crash was a guy was wanting to overtake. And of course, then it got up to the top of the hill, and all of the flow of bikes, it started slowing down. Of course, he didn't anticipate this, hit the other guy, and they were both bikes were parked up on the side. But this was the same this year. I had my GoPro running. For me, I just go nice and slow, just enjoy the flow, and just being a part of the 11,000 bikes. But this year, yeah, there was still people wanting to go fast.
Okay, when I watch your arm, I see a tattoo. So
yes,
you are a Nürburgring fan.
Yes,
so twice, 2 Nürburgrings, one red and one black.
I am a Nürburgring fanboy, 100%. Yeah. So I've got a Facebook page and a YouTube Nürburgring Biker Blog.
What's the name of it?
Nürburgring Biker Blog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on Facebook and YouTube as that. It's mainly about motorbikes and the Nürburgring. But I also put posts about the Nürburgring in the winter, if there's new corners, new tarmac, asphalt. I make the pictures of this, and yeah, generally Nürburgring and motorbikes, and sometimes some car pictures as well.
In English then?
English and German.
English and German.
All of the writing is English and German. I'm conversational in German, but I have a German friend.
Yeah.
She's a photographer here at the Nürburgring
ring
race shoot, and she helps me with my German.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you want to say something in German? One sentence?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, ich absolut liebe der Nürburgring. Dies ist mein bester Region in alles komplett Welt.
Okay, so you as a biker, there's a big issue with cars and bikes at the same time.
Yeah.
Many people have different opinions. What are your opinions about it and your experiences?
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, it is a problem. Cars and bikes, they don't mix. You know, it's not a good combination. It would be nice if they could separate them like they do on the Grand Prix track. When it gets really busy, they have separate sessions for cars and separate sessions for bikes. But the biggest problem, I think, for the bikers is that when a biker is on the road, he's riding, he never gets overtaken by a car. You know, bikes are faster. In a straight line, acceleration. And when a bike comes here and a biker is on his R1 or his Fireblade, he expects to be faster than a car. He doesn't realise that he doesn't know his way. He comes here and he goes flat out down the straight. All of a sudden he gets to a corner, a curve, and then there's a Renault Megane. He's right behind him and he wants to overtake him. He's like, I don't want you to overtake me. I want to... And then they get the other side of the corner, the curver, and then he pulls it, his throttle, and he accelerates away, and then the car is gone. You know, it becomes smaller in his mirror, and the next corner, the car's there again. And it might even be a Renault Clio, it might even be a Citroen Saxo, and then you'd get this problem where the car driver gets frustrated, the bike's in his way, he's using the whole track. The biker's getting angry because all he's seeing in his mirror on the corner is a big white Megane or whatever car it is, and this is where accidents happen. This is a problem. My advice to bikers is, if you see someone faster, look, it's not a race. There's no prizes for winning. There's no trophy at the end. Just, if you see someone in your mirror, pull over to the right, indicate right, pull over to the right, and then let the car pass. The cars will be quicker around the corners than you. They've got four wheels, 4 contact patches. They will be quicker. Just let them go. That's my advice personally. So I've done about 750, 800 laps so far. I've never crashed. I've come close many times. Normally it involves a car, or we get close, or coolant spill. And this is, last year I did 437 laps. I think there was 5 times in 8 days the Nürburgring was open where bikes came off because of the coolant spill, and I was there all 5 times. This is around about June, July last year, and I was just, every time I just seemed to have luck. I had friends that crashed on the coolant. I had a friend, there was a big crash at München 2, there was 5 bikes off, and I came round and I just slowed down, and I managed to avoid it. And I just keep having this luck. Obviously, it's not if, it is when. One day maybe I will come off on coolant, but it's not something that scares me.
So you are driving a lot of laps, so you are spending a lot of money for fuel.
Yes.
And,
so I think normally my bike does. Well, last year my bike, the Aprilia, it did 4 laps to 17 euros. It's not so bad, 20 euros. But yeah, I did 437 laps last year. This year I want to make 500. I should do more in the car. I've just got my car ready, but it's just a family car, but it's track ready. But yeah, I want to do some more laps this year.
So imagine there are some guys from the UK who want to go to the Nürburgring for the first time. What are your advices, your recommendations, and how much does it cost to have a nice weekend? And how is it if you are a biker, for example?
Yeah, no, it's not really that expensive weekend, really. Like you can get a bed and breakfast around here, pretty much 30 euros for the night. If you 4 of you share, that's only 30 euros each. It's only 300 miles, 500 kilometres to Dunkirk or Calais, so it's not so far. Then the price of the ticket, Monday to Thursday, is 25 euros a lap. Friday to Sunday, it's 30 euros a lap. you can come here and only do 2 or 3 laps, you know, and just enjoy being here, looking at all the different viewing points, whether it be Adenauerforst or Brunchen, looking around the Devil's Designer car park. Most of the roads in this area are absolutely beautiful to ride. You know, you can ride down to Cockham. There's so much else to do as well at the Nürburgring, you know, other than just riding round and round.
Yeah. And what are your favorite corners as a biker?
As a biker, pretty much at the moment, since they've resurfaced in the last winter, they resurfaced Hoat. It's awesome. The new Hoat. Last year you came up and you go round, and the tarmac you sort of, it pushed you over, and there was a bit of a lump. Whereas now it's beautiful. It's just so nice. And even T13 out, you know, where you go down towards Hatzenbach, it's so smooth. You can take a lovely line through there. So I quite like them corners, and I used to struggle with Hatzenbach. It was always a problem, but now I feel much happier with it, and I've sort of mastered it. I kind of like it now, you know.
And are there some corners which you don't like as a biker?
Absolutely. I really, the one corner I really hate is the Clarence Carousel. It's just, whether you're on a car, if you're on a car, you come up to it, you exit, you enter late, and then you come out late, and it's lovely. But with the bike, because it's just it's no nice way through. You end up going across the concrete. It unsettles the bike. And there was a video from a guy that crashed a couple of years ago, and he was on his knees, and his bike was in pieces. You know, when you're going down as well in the Clarence Carousel, you have to be careful with your side stand, your Hauptstand in German for the centre stand. You know, you have to be so careful that you don't scratch and it digs in. You know, when you corner on the Clarence Carousel, that's definitely the corner. I still haven't mastered it. Still haven't quite got it right yet.
Schwalbenschanz.
Yeah.
And many people are asking, how is it with the insurance? So does it cover? Does it not cover? What's your
I mean, so I live in Germany, so I have a German bike, I have German Versicherung, German insurance, so I'm all covered. I'm even friends with my insurance agent, but with regards to English people, unfortunately, it's not so good. I mean, you know, I used to work in insurance for 16 years, and unfortunately, you are third-party covered. So if you hit someone, your insurance company will pay them out, whether you're in a car or bike. You know, your insurance company will pay for their damage, but they then can come back to you in a court of law and claim the money back if it says in the small print in your documents that you are not covered on the Nürburgring.
Then one other question. There are a lot of racetracks all over the world, Spa or in the UK. What's so special for you here, and what are the differences? Yeah,
so I mean, I've done quite a few track days. I've done track days at Brands Hatch in England, and Lidenhill, Thruxton. I've done Spa, I've done Zolder, and I've been to many tracks. I've been to Mugello. I was last week. I was only at Monza. But for me, this is definitely by far the best, most exciting track in the world. Yeah, I mean, okay, Spa is amazing too, but it's still not a patch on this.
So imagine some viewers are interested in the prices. Which is the cheapest car and the cheapest offer, for example, like 1 lap or 2 laps? Or
we do not offer cars for 1 lap. 1 lap is just not enough, because somebody who comes here making just 1 lap and trying to get everything in 1 lap, get to know the car, get to know the track and have fun, is not possible. That's why we start from two laps. So our price list starts from 2 laps and goes by 2 additional laps. There's one rule: the more laps you are buying, the less the price. So the cheapest price is if you are taking the car for 10 laps. Nevertheless, you can take all the car for 2 laps and say, well, I'm driving not only 2 laps, I'm driving 3 laps, so there is a price for additional lap. So cars are rented out not by time, they are rented out by laps. That means the more laps you are buying, the cheaper it is. But the question was, which car is the cheapest one? So the cheapest deal you can do is our 5 Series BMW, which is a manual one and has almost 200 horsepower, but this one is the cheapest car. It is a huge sedan. Makes fun, it's fast, but this one is the cheapest one. You can get it only for 29 euros 1 lap, so this one is a pure bargain.
So people can check out the cars on your homepage?
Yes,
what's the
cars
homepage?
are available on the homepage. They can book the cars there, and or just directly contact me to check if the car is available this day, or to see if they have possibility to make some deals, like having several cars. Some people come here and just take maybe one car for 4 laps, another car for 2 laps, and make a mixture of this. Or take out a car for track day and then take out a car for tourism drives. So all the packages are possible.
How is it if somebody crashes? Are there some crash cars this season already, or?
We had already this year some crashes. Last year was crash-free, but this season had already some crashes. Nothing big, but nevertheless, crashes is not what we want. Crashes is not what want our customers. It's hassle for everybody. It's expensive for everybody, and it's just a loss for us. Even when the customer is paying for the car itself, nevertheless, we just lose the time, because this is the time. The car is broken, it can be rented out. So. Nobody is interested in the crashes. That's why we always offer to people to take an instructor in the car, which makes the driving safer, but it brings more fun for the customer itself, because he feels safer in a car. There's somebody who's telling him how to drive. There are some corners he drives faster than he can do it alone. But then there are some corners which are very dangerous, and the instructor is just taking care of him. Having an instructor in a car is a benefit for a driver too, because our offer is just to have the access on the car if you have an instructor in a car.
And you offer instructor labs too, or?
Instructor labs is, well, the instructor is in the car, it's just one-to-one instruction.
Okay.
So you can say, I'm taking out the car for, let me say, 6 laps, but I want to have the instructor 2 laps in my car. Then you can make the decision. You continue with the instructor or just alone. Maybe there are 2 drivers, so they just can change each other. And
so you got a lot of cars. Which car is your favorite car, your personal favorite car, and why?
Well, my favorite car is, of course, Porsche. It's just nice to drive. If you have driven once a Porsche, it's just a very nice drive. It's fast, handy. Well, Porsche is the best car. I guess everybody will agree with me.
And what's the most popular car for people who rent cars?
Our most popular car is Seat Leon Cupra FR.
In the USA you can drive with 16 years, I think. Is it possible to drive a car here with 16 years too, or?
No, 16 years driving here is not legal. That's why 16 years is not allowed, but it's legal in Germany to drive from 18 years old. Well, everybody out there, you are just welcome to visit us, to see the garage, to talk to us, to our staff, stay with us in our hotel, take out the car for a lap, just attend the race, and we are attending the race too. So everybody's just welcome to drop in and say hi.
So you, the shop is open 7 days a week, or?
Yes, we are usually open 7 days a week during the season, and from 8 o'clock in the morning until end of the day. So we do not have really firm open times.
Okay, so thank you very much, and hope to see you again. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.